Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yoyis and I'm a lash artist in Las Vegas, and on my channel I teach you guys everything you need to know about lash extensions. For today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get this colorful ombre pink cat eye volume set. And for today's products, I'm going to be using the Livbay Lash Curvy Bay Tweezer for isolation, the SocoLashes 45-degree angle tweezer to make my fans. I'm going to be using the SocoLashes 0.04 mega volume lashes, and I'm also going to be using the SocoLashes primer and sealer and the SocoLashes Stay a While glue. And for the star of the show, I'm going to be using the SocoLashes colored lashes in pink and rose red. And you already know I'm going to wash my clients' lashes with my DIY Prolong cleanser. If you are new here, you probably don't know this, but I always start off with cleaning their lashes. Doesn't matter if they're getting a full set or a fill. I feel like I can't skip this step because if I do, it causes really bad retention. I don't know if you ever noticed that if you don't wash or prime, but most importantly wash their lashes, the extensions don't stick on there well. So by the time that they're going home, lashes are falling off left and right, and it's for that reason, because you didn't take the time to properly wash their lashes to make sure that nothing is on there, no residue, no oils, no nothing. So make sure to take that extra step and wash their lashes. I feel like I say this in every video, but I feel like I have to say it because, you know, somebody new is always coming along. So reminder, wash your client's lashes. And for my model today, this is my sister. I'm using my sister again. I did use her on one of my other videos and I decided to use her again, so shout out to my sister Angie. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish cleaning off her lashes. I do use a lipstick applicator. Use a brand new one every single time. Don't be going around using the same brush for all your clients or the same lipstick applicator. Just make sure to be as sanitary as possible and always use disposable things. So now that I cleaned off her lashes and took off all that excess foam, I'm gonna go ahead and start rinsing her lashes with just regular water. Nothing fancy, just use regular water. You can use distilled water, but honestly there's no difference. I like to use regular water. Yes, for my cleanser foam pumps I use distilled water to mix in the Prolong cleanser, but when I wash the lashes I just use regular water. Okay, I'm just gonna finish cleaning the other eye and I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start placing her eye pads, and my favorite eye pads to use are the Akissos. Again, I'm gonna have everything linked down below. And one trick that I love to do is I like to put the iPad right under the waterline, so that way when I go in with tape, the tape is what's going to be holding everything down. So make sure that the iPad is only grabbing onto the bottom of her lashes, so when you go in with tape, that's what's going to be holding everything down. If you guys ever do struggle with your iPad slipping all over the place, then try this method out. Trust me, it's going to help you out so much. Your iPads are not going to move. The tape is going to hold everything down. And sorry about my client. She came in with really sensitive eyes. Her eyes were just kept watering throughout the whole time, but it's okay. We managed to make it work. So now I'm going to go in with primer. I feel like this has completely changed everything for me. Something about this primer that just magnetically sticks the glue onto those lashes so beautifully. And on top of it too, if your client does end up having any makeup, this will help clean off any residue that is left over. The lash bath didn't clean off, so I'm gonna go and fan her lashes, make sure she's ready to go. Okay, and now for the lash map. I get a lot of questions on lash maps on the daily, and honestly I tend to use the same lash maps all the time. I did want a very extreme cat eye look, so I ended up splitting it into 6 sections, as you can see. And when I was doing this, I did notice that I messed up a little bit, not in the sections but in the numbers. So I wanted to finish off with 15 millimeters at the end, and I started with 8 millimeters in the inner corner, and that kind of messed me up because I had to put 10 and 11 in the same section. Honestly, you could have split it up more evenly, that way every single section has the right amount of section, I guess you can say. But it ended up working out just fine. It blended out perfectly. You definitely don't want to be jumping up numbers or skipping numbers. because you're gonna notice right away. And the reason why I use so many numbers in my lash maps is because you want everything to blend perfectly. You don't want to use the same number all throughout the same lash line. It just doesn't look natural. As you can see, your client's natural eyes goes really short from the inner corners and then goes long and then tends to go back shorter on the outers. So you kind of want to make sure that everything is blended and you use different numbers to make it look more natural. You definitely don't want to use the same number. Okay, so now for the fun part, we're gonna start with colored lashes. And normally, guys, I tend to work inner corners. I like to do the inner corners first and then work my way down to the outer corners. But I figured for today's lash map, I'm gonna have as much fun as possible and do things a little differently, just because, you know, we're playing with color. So the whole goal for the colored lashes is you want them to stand out. So what I'm doing here is I'm just looking through all her natural lashes and I'm looking for all the lashes that are on the last layer. I wanted to do this in lashing in layers. You guys love my lashing in layer videos, but I figured I'm gonna do a little different. You know, we're doing something different today and that's okay. It's fun to experiment anyways. So I'm putting all the colored lashes on the last row, and for right now I'm just going in and checking to see which lash is on the last row, and then later on I'm going to end up filling it a little bit more. But just going in, looking, separating, trying to see which lashes I want to put a colored lash in. So I did start off in section 14, and honestly there's no right or wrong way on how to go about this. This is just what I had in mind and what I ended up doing. So I started in section 14 and I started placing 14 colored lashes. And the reason why I didn't start at the end on 15 is because I wanted to be ombre, kind of like just a little pop of color. So instead of adding 15 colored lashes, I wanted to start off on 14 and kind of make it blend in throughout the lash line. So I'm gonna place about four colored lashes in the rose red, which is the hot pink color. And then once I place 4 of the rose red colored lashes within the section 14, I'm going to start placing baby pink and kind of shorten the lengths. So I'm not gonna go all throughout the lash line. I'm just gonna keep it within one section. So for my colored lashes, the fans were about 7 to 10D depending. So again, I'm just going throughout that section and trying to see how many colored fans I wanted to place there. I ended up going back and adding more anyways, but for right now I was just isolating and trying to see what would look good. Honestly, there's no right or wrong way. Like I keep saying, just have fun with it. Just, you know, whatever you have in mind, just go with it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think this would have been a lot easier to do in lashing in layers. I feel like the next colored lash, I am definitely gonna do it in lashing in layers, just because I noticed that I was having a lot of trouble not isolating but trying to figure out where the lashes should go. So if you do try this out, I recommend to do it lashing in layers. And now I'm just going down a size. So now that I did 14, I'm gonna start doing 13mm lashes, and I started doing these in the baby pink. So I only did 14mm in the hot pink, and now I'm going in with 13mm in the baby pink. Technically it's not called baby pink, it's just called pink, but it's lighter, so I call it baby pink. So I'm going in with about 4 13mm baby pink lashes, and once I did those, I started going in with size 12. But now I'm just going back and forth and checking to see if I need to place some more colored lashes within those sections, just because I didn't want to add too much black and then kind of break up the ombre effect that was going on. So again, if you need to add more colored lashes, to make sure that everything is blending together and it's like one row of colored lashes, if that makes sense, then go ahead and start adding more colored lashes. But you want to make sure that you keep the top rows not colored. So I did notice that I didn't have the footage of me adding 12mm and 11mm colored lashes to kind of make it into that drooped down effect. So start from 14mm colored lashes, and I went all the way down to 11mm colored lashes. So now that I've finished the colored lashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling everything in with fans. And I do notice that there is quite a slight difference in the lengths when it comes to colored lashes and the actual lashes, which I do not mind. It looked beautiful the way it came out. I personally don't like the way colored lashes look when it's the same length as the black lashes. I feel like it doesn't blend in. I mean, it blends in too much to the point where you can't see them. So I like that I was able to create this look with longer black lashes, and the colored lashes were a little shorter. So now again, I'm just going in and filling all those lashes that I missed with black fans, regular fans. And I did about 10D, 12D volume lashes. I wasn't trying to achieve a very dense mega look, but it just happened. My sister tends to have really thick natural lashes, so we ended up achieving that look. So just a refresher, I started off with 14mm rose red lashes and then worked my way down to 13 pink colored lashes, and then I did about 4 fans of 13. I did 3 fans of 12 and then 2 fans of 11. So I did the same style, like cat eye style, with the colored lashes, so it blends in perfectly with the style of cat eye lashes that I ended up doing on her. I mean, you could do it any way you like, but this is how I achieved this look. And I also wanted to mention, sorry for all the movement. My sister was on a roll. She just kept talking and talking, and the camera and everything was just shaking. So don't mind me. So at this point, I already filled up everything on the outer corner. I missed quite a few lashes on the outer corner, but I was gonna end up doing that last. So now I'm just working my way in towards the inner corners, and at this point there's no explanation, honestly. If you know how to do volume sets, then this is just gonna be easy peasy for you. So I'm just gonna put on some cute music here for you guys, and I'll come back when I'm ready to give some more nuggets.
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times. Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took, but now it looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running to better times, 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 to better times. I look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night.
Okay guys, now that we're officially finished, you already know I'm going to go in with the SocoLashes Sealer, and this is going to completely help that glue dry down 100%. That way when your clients walk out of your studio, their lashes are not going to be falling off, or they're going to be getting some kind of burn or from the fumes of the glue. So this right here is going to completely set everything in place. And also the smell of it, if you guys have never smelled this sealer, oh my goodness, it is the best thing in life. It smells so good. And then after I'm done putting the sealer on, I'm going to go in and fan them out, make sure everything is nice and dry, ready to go. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. If you guys like today's video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on future lash content. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
To the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop